You're looking at a 5-year chart of Apple stock. It's up considerably over that period. It's down today about 4% after a bit of a miss. But the question is, when should you sell Apple stock? And we got the one and only Quentin Fottrell from smartmoney.com joining us on the set now. Quentin, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
So, some people bought Apple stock when it was at $7, and they've done very well, and they bought it back in 2003.
I'm so happy for them.
I'm very happy for them too, because they're going to get more than that in dividends now. But you've got a way that people should look at. It's a very simple way to say, okay, now is the time to sell Apple stock if this happens. What's the this that happens?
So this is that, the Apple's market share, a large part of it, according to some people I spoke to, depends on the strength of the resale market.
Or for iPhones.
For iPhones. And Apple is very dependent on iPhones. It's about over half of their revenue. So how it works is the Apple sells the carrier an iPhone that could be worth, say, around $600, and the carrier sells it to you or me for about $199. And then when we want a new iPhone, when the iPhone 5 comes out, we decide to sell our old iPhone online and buy a new one because we got it for such a cheap level. So some of these people are saying, like, these subsidies that you get for these iPhones are sort of like to iPhones what low interest rates are to the housing market, in that it's sort of an artificially...
It hasn't really worked for the housing market, has it?
No, interesting. No, it hasn't.
But this has. So this is iPhone.
For
here.
now,
I got it. And
right.
So the idea is that if when the new version of the iPhone, we don't know what it's going to be called yet,
right.
but when that comes out, sell this, in the resale market and use the money to buy one. Now you state in your column that it's actually you get more than it would cost to buy to go into a contract, with the carrier. Explain that.
Well, I found one phone which was on Gazelle.
Gazelle, right?
Gazelle, which is a resale site, 16-gigabyte iPhone 4S in good condition, was offered for $277. So the person selling that, obviously Gazelle takes a cut, but they're going to break even, or in some cases make a marginal profit when they sell their phone because they get it at such a cheap price. But the point is, and people who are buying those phones are people, you might have lost your phone, it might be broken, you might be living in an overseas market where you could unlock or use an AT&T phone on your own carrier. So there is a market for them. But the idea is that, some carriers like T-Mobile don't offer subsidies on their phones, and they think it creates an artificial market that floods the resale market with these very high-end smartphones. And the question is, how long is it going to last, and will it last forever? There's going to come a point, some people say, where carriers are going to tire of offering these very aggressive subsidies.
Now, the iPhone isn't the only phone that is resold habitually. There are others. There's the top 5. Let's go through these. We got that Apple iPhone 4S, which is the latest, the up-to-date model. The iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, which is going back a bit now, and then the Samsung Galaxy S2 and the Galaxy S4G.
Right. So this Galaxy S3 actually has done, which has come out recently, has done very well. It sold about 10 million models in 2 months, which shows you that there is a lot of competition out there. Android phones are improving their technology all the time, and when you walk into a store and you don't mind whether you're getting an iPhone or an Android, at that point the wireless carrier is going to say, hang on a minute, why are we offering these at such a cheap subsidy?
So if the resale market collapses, if it's not there anymore, what happens? Why is that so bad for Apple?
Well, because the resale market is really what's driving. It's one of the factors that's driving the sale of the new phones.
The upgrade phone.
Right. There's a study done recently that's about Piper Jaffray that says that 94% of current iPhone owners say they will buy the iPhone 5. So it's sort of a cycle. That these phones that are being sold on resale sites are being offloaded by people like me who may want to upgrade to the new phone. So if I decide not to upgrade, there's going to be less of those.
Or if you can't sell the old phone, then you don't have the money,
and
maybe
hanging on to
that'll
my
be an
iPhone,
impediment.
and Apple are not selling the new phone to me.
Ah, there you go.